conference wins against Nebraska, Maryland, and Illinois. Michigan 2-2 against ranked teams. Their losses to Ohio State and to Iowa, but within one game of each other in the standings. A Michigan win would make them even at 7-2.
Well, both teams have done it on the defensive end. Michigan, they've held their last 3 opponents to under 60 points. Purdue, Michigan State, and Rutgers.
Up and under, Layla Felia making it look easy. The sophomore starting things off for the Wolverines.
Layla Felia has just come into her own for Michigan. Her confidence is through the roof. Kim Barnes-Enrico said, you always see the most improvement between your freshman and sophomore seasons. True for her.
Beautiful look inside. Grace Berger finding the freshman Yarden Garzone underneath.
Yeah, I love Yarden's game. She is just fantastic in terms of her length and ability to shoot the ball from the outside, but she's so long and lanky inside as well.
Emily Kaiser going to work. That just rims out. A sigh of relief for Indiana with her catching the ball so deep. Sydney Parrish, not one you want to leave wide open from 3. That time misfires.
I don't think Sydney Parrish missed a shot today at shoot-around from that same spot.
Extending all the way to the rim. An athletic finish from Maddie Nolan.
Well, her nickname is Maddie Nylon because she knocks in the 3-ball, had 5 threes earlier this season against Penn State, but that time got to the rack. Coming
off a scoreless game as well, 0 for 5, her first scoreless game since March 2021, and immediately getting on the board here early.
Look at the bump defensively by Michigan. They're gonna mix some things up in that way.
And they get the switch. Berger glancing up at the shot clock, so composed, and Holmes can't clean up the boards one more time, and the lefty is good.
Well, Mackenzie Holmes is just gonna stay with it. She had a 30-point, 10-rebound game earlier this season, and she's had 2 30-point games this year. She is just a model of consistency, as we said, but she just stays with it on the offensive boards.
4th in the Big Ten in rebounds per game. Sydney Parrish having to guard a true post, gets the stop against Emily Kaiser, one of the best scorers in the Big Ten. That leaves open Garzone, not there that time, and it will stay Indiana basketball.
She said she was so upset in that game she scored 30 that she missed the layup. She came off the floor and was hitting her knee like, that's a shot I could make. And everyone was like, hey, you need to relax. It's all right.
Kim Barnes-Enrico leading their respective programs in career wins against Illinois. And you're right, both of them have built these programs brick by brick to what they are now, number 6 and number 13 in the country. Garzone is in trouble. Great effort by Kaiser, and it is a Wolverine basketball.
Well, Kaiser just stayed with it in terms of keeping their opponents around 60 points a game. Indiana's around 58. Michigan is a skosh over 60.
Both teams looking to settle down. That's 4 straight turnovers, back to back to back, threading the needle, and the finish is Holmes from Chloe Moore McNeil.
And that's why she shoots 68% from the floor. She knows her sweet spots. She knows where she can dominate, and she does it very well on a consistent basis.
And that officially gets Holmes to 1,600 career points. We have 3 1,600 career scorers on the floor: Holmes, Berger, and Leah Brown.
That's crazy. That just speaks volumes for the play in the Big Ten with 6 teams in the top 25.
Good extra pass by Parrish, but too long by Moore McNeil. But staying here.
You need to reset.
Said it'll be Garzone.
Or go ahead and take the shot from the elbow. Her nickname is Yardini, the great Yardini. That was an easy one, but she comes with maturity. She has experience playing for the Israeli national team. So you see that a lot when players play professionally when they're younger.
The national USBWA Freshman of the Week as well. Finishing on the other side, Layla Felia. Holmes one-on-one, double team doesn't come except from Nolan, who reaches in, and it will stay Hoosier basketball.
You see Michigan sitting at number 13 and Indiana sticking at number 6. And it's the first time in Big Ten women's basketball history with 4 teams in the top 10.
A team that is 7th in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio. But both teams still looking to settle down here early offensively as we reach the midway point of the first quarter.
And Chloe Moore McNeil had to take over that point guard position during the 8 games that Grace Berger missed with that right knee injury.
This is what they want, is Berger pushing the tempo and getting easy buckets.
Well, Chloe Moore-McNeil, she just got up the floor, and that's what Indiana wants to do. They want to push pace. And that's one of the keys for Michigan is transition defense. Mackenzie Holmes, she likes to rim run.
Delia in the paint, gets herself free and nets it.
Well, that's her sweet spot. She has just learned to be a 3-level scorer for Michigan and just trying to develop each part of her game as the season unfolds.
Sophomore with 6 of her team's 8 points. Holmes forces it up into Williams. Also, the time to think about possible seeding.
Being here at home.
Mackenzie Holmes putting together one of the best seasons in Indiana history. A Player of the Year candidate, gets her 2nd free throw to fall.
Well, 6 of her 8 career double-doubles have come in conference, or no, her 8 double-doubles this season have come in conference play. So she has just been consistent. Everyone knows what she can do, and they can't stop her.
Speaking of not being able to stop, Leah Brown, how did she get that to fall? An off-balance, difficult shot.
She's averaging just under 6 assists, but don't forget, she's a bucket getter. She transferred from Nebraska, and Kim Barnes-Rico said, hey, we knew she could score it, but we didn't know her scoring was also precipitated with her ability to initiate offense and share the ball.
Sydney Parrish, knocked down 3-point shooter, 14-10, the Indiana lead.
Parrish is just so tough. Up top, and Holmes gets a nice deflection on the inside.
Perfect post defense by Holmes. More McNeil, the playmaker again to Mackenzie Holmes.
Both players could have been disgruntled and said, hey, I want to go somewhere and play right away, but they stayed in it. They stayed with it, and it served both of them well.
After the conclusion of the Wisconsin-Northwestern men's basketball game, if you're watching on the Fox Sports app, you can just continue right there. There will be no interruption, but if you want to follow this game on FS2 right now, we'll be hopping over shortly on Big Ten Network.
Leah Brown with another mid-range bucket.
Sydney Parrish looking for her 2nd 3. Good box out by Kaiser.
Here's the tempo by Michigan. But a good job there by Indiana closing gaps.
Brown stepping up to the free throw line. And this is a Michigan team leading the Big Ten in free throw percentage.
Well, Leah Brown, preseason all Big Ten player, 2nd team all conference last season.
Sarah Scalia all by herself, trying to get that stroke back as a 2-time all Big Ten player misses her first look.
And then it just changes your flow of energy.
Someone who's a 38% shooter from 3, but averaging just 4.5 points per game in Big Ten play after 3 years at Minnesota. This Parrish turning on the Jets, finds Garzone, and she nets the 2nd 3 for the Hoosiers and has 7.
Well, there she is again. Garzone finding her range from 3, but she's so lanky, look at her. And now she's initiating.
Up ahead to Bargesser, looking for Parrish. Good effort by Michigan, catching up to that play. Jordan Hobbs as well for Michigan, another good look for Scalia. Touches nothing.
When she came here to Indiana, she had to lock in on the defensive end. Same thing for Scalia.
Hobbs puts it on the deck and kisses it off glass. A strong take by Hobbs, who's been seeing her role increase recently.
She has, and she has a great voice in practice. She has tremendous energy, but she talks a lot to her teammates, and I'd love to play with a player like that.
Sarah Scalia puts it on the floor as well. Difficult shot she gets to drop through.
What did we say? She just needed to see one go in. They don't want to have empty possessions. Kim Barnes-Rico said that she's been able to have her team hold the last 3 opponents under 60 because they have been able to turn people over.
Holmes fell down. Coming in to snatch that away is Kaiser. The spin move just off the front of the rim. Broke her nose against Michigan State. They wanted to protect it, but good point, not wearing it at this moment.
She ran into Leah Brown 2 possessions into that game, but came back in and played with a broken nose.
Mackenzie Holmes working the glass to perfection. Hobbs looking for another one, this time forced away from the basket.
There's a lot of contact.
And at the buzzer, Gearzone.
But Mackenzie Holmes, she has just been a terrorizer this season with 8 double-doubles and 6 of those in conference play.
In a matchup of the top 2 scoring defenses in the Big Ten, both teams shooting extremely well. Brown leaves that one short, though, and it will be Hoosier basketball.
Kim Barnes-Rico said it's because we were able to turn them over, but now they're the team that's turning the ball over. Indiana has forced them into some empty possessions.
Mackenzie Holmes, just beautiful in the post. Her feel back to the basket.
Well, you've got to play loose defensively on Mackenzie Holmes, or she's going to use that contact as leverage, which she did on that last bucket.
Hobbs being guarded by the freshman Gearzone. Reserves in the game for Michigan, except for Kaiser and Brown. 5 seconds left for Hobbs, and she drops it.
I'm telling you, Hobbs is a bolt of lightning for this Michigan team. She brings such great energy to the floor. She was very communicative at practice today, an energy giver.
Holmes using every bit of that pivot foot, but it falls off the front of the iron. Excited to see that matchup with Cameron Williams not in the game.
Right, Kaiser, she is leading Michigan in scoring as she's crowded by 3 Hoosiers defensively inside.
To the free throw line. Looked like she might have, the experience of the players we have on the floor.
She said, hey, I didn't want to leave. I wanted to go through the process, and it has paid dividends as she averages just under 18 points to lead Michigan this season in scoring.
Parrish get the 3 to fall. Maddie Nolan ripping down the rebound and pushing for Michigan. Hobbs, though, travels, giving it right back to Indiana.
And that's when you sit low with the basketball, so you push off that pivot foot and keep your balance there.
Beautiful spin move by Grace Berger, and Parrish, the strong finish underneath.
Well, Grace Berger, the point guard for this Indiana team. She missed those 8 games with an injury to her right knee. Chloe Moore McNeil defensively there, number 22, took over that point guard spot. So now they have 2 initiators of offense.
Layla Felia, first 3 attempt and first 3 of the game for Michigan.
Layla Felia, only a sophomore, and she has just had such an exponentially tough rise to her game. A 3-level scorer, staunch defender, but she has a ton of confidence. Last year as a freshman, you saw her hesitating a little bit, but Player of the Year Naz Hillman, who graduated last season, poured into her, and she has stayed the course as well.
Defense ramping up for Michigan, rebounding as well, and it will stay here.
Carry over, and you've seen it pay dividends this season.
Maddie Nolan, great look, back-to-back off the inbound play.
Maddie Nylon, that's her nickname.
Brings Michigan within 4. They've trailed by as many as 12 in this game. The stop underneath. Parrish bounces out. And good effort inside by the freshman Lily Meister.
Lily Meister keeping the basketball up high over her head, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're in traffic. As soon as you bring it down, you're in big trouble.
She played just 5 minutes in their most recent win against Illinois, but early minutes here, another stop in the paint, and Indiana is going to set up their offense.
Well, that's a ton of contact down in the paint on Kaiser. And Kim Barnes-Rico not happy at all.
Booze raining down here at Chrysler Center, and a foul on the other side. Kaiser
broke the principle of verticality on that defensive try inside.
This season, 68% from the free throw line, goes 0 for 2. Up ahead to Felia, who attacks box, and she'll be shooting free throws. And that's the second personal on Grace Berger, staying in the game right now. But pretty early to pick up that second.
Well, I've seen in previous games this season with Grace Berger picking up her 4th foul in the 3rd quarter and Terry Morin leaving her on the floor, and she didn't foul out. So there's a lot of trust there for Berger. See what Indiana's looking to do. They move so well without the basketball and then trying to get it inside.
Second one good for Holmes. 2 personals now on Emily Kaiser.
We'll see how that plays out moving forward. We'll see how physical this game has been already.
Backdoor cut for Layla Feely, just not there, but a great look from Kaiser from the high post. Nolan bringing the effort, trying to disrupt that.
Good close out there by Feely on Garzon.
Sarah Scalia feeling it right now. She's up to 7 points.
Scalia, she just needed to see that first bucket drop. And now she has been lights out for Indiana.
And that long-range shoot falls for Kaiser, but Indiana pushing it quickly on the other side. No one stopping the ball, and Barchester, but she can't get it to go.
Emily Kaiser, she has 7, 20 or more points this season. They're going to rely heavily on her, but she has not gotten in her rhythm. There have just been so many people that have led to the success of this program, the players, the coaches I've coached with, and that's what she's all about. She's all about team. And you could tell on that second slide of her face, the humble Terry Morin in that moment.
Splitting defenders is Holmes. The Wolverines making it difficult inside and force the turnover. Wide open look for Hobbs, jumps right into it, and another 3 for the Wolverines, who are 3 of 3 from long range.
Hobbs has been cooking now, 7 points for her this evening. And they need all the support they can get. They need that leverage here at home. Try to pull off this huge win over number 6 Indiana. Michigan sitting at number 13 this season. I love to see players who understand the passion and the work ethic that it takes to bring their best selves and their excellence to the court and star in their role. Hobbs is doing that.
It's been a breakout month for Hobbs too, with career highs and points and minutes as well coming in this month, and she's got 7. 5 seconds left for Berger, tries the crossover. She's in a lot of trouble. Holmes somehow gets it off, and it's staying here.
And Aaron Bath, one of the assistant coaches for Michigan, printed out some tickets, said, here's your ticket to be on that line, and they did it on that last play, clogging that paint.
Grace Berger trying to sneak away from danger again and gets all the way to the rim.
Well, when you're on that line, you've got to rotate over and contest, especially when Grace Berger is barreling down to the bucket.
10 second chance points now for the Hoosiers. Approaching 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Brown slowing things down for the Wolverines.
The switch and recover there by Indiana defensively.
Flying through is Feely, but a foul.
And that's what they're going to need to do defensively, especially with Mackenzie Holmes in there, trying to get that paint work going.
Sarah Scalia up to 10 points, her first time in double figures since December 18th. Cameron Williams fouled inside. But you can't be too distracted by that you forget about those high percentage opportunities in the paint.
Yeah, Coach Peretta, he was legendary for that 5-out offense when he was in the Big East with Villanova, when Kim Barnes-Arico was there at St. John's. And yeah, it's the same thing. They spread you out. They try to get you to commit to contesting the 3, or at least hedging that way to open up the paint, but you've got to stay true to the line. and trust your speed to get there and recover to that spot.
Scalia with a hot hand for the Hoosiers, gets it out to Holmes. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Chloe Moore McNeil, the three right in front of the Wolverines bench.
That's just a tough shot. And Michigan was scrambling on that defensive possession. It wasn't like they fell asleep. It's just a great movement of the ball and off ball for Indiana.
That is a Leah Brown shot. Confident, mid-range, and good.
Yeah, insane in the mid-range.
Here's Scalia, long two, and she is having a game. 12 points for her now off the bench.
Well, Terry Morin said she was due. We didn't know it was going to be this game, but she said, hey, she's going to start knocking in shots. I mean, she's taking quality looks. They're just not falling for her. We're staying right with her, telling her to trust her skill.
Inside to Holmes, that double team comes. Down low, Berger to Holmes, perfect. And she's got 15.
What a connection of dots there with Grace Berger, wheeling and dealing, but how about Mackenzie Holmes just sliding underneath, presenting herself in a viable spot to score under.
Leah Brown sweeps it up and in. Another high degree of difficulty shot, but a 10-point lead for the Hoosiers. Under a minute to play before halftime. Indiana shooting 57%, but Michigan at 50%. Top two defenses, the scoring defense in the Big Ten. One and done there for the Hoosiers off the miss from Parrish.
Indiana only giving up 58 points to their opponents, and Michigan just a little over 60 points for their opponents.
Scalia, that's her range. Not that time,
There's a heat check, and I'm not mad at her. She's got to shoot it.
If you saw her for Minnesota the last 3 years, she routinely makes shots like that. She was second in the Big Ten in total threes, only behind Taylor Mikesa.
Yeah, pull it, shoot that.
Shot clock is off, a foul with 6.4 on the clock for the Wolverines. On the back door, no one's there.
And nobody took that cut. It looked like Leah Brown was waiting on it. She averages 6 assists a game, so she makes great reads. That one just off the mark.
And that'll do it for the first half here at Chrysler Center, 48-38.
This Michigan squad here at home, they've got to do their work on the glass and not give up those second chance points. Indiana, they had 10 second chance points on 7 offensive rebounds. They got to box out.
Indiana had the upper hand in every area, including on offense. As Holmes goes to work, sees that double team, immediately kicks out. And then the turnaround. Looks beautiful.
How about that, Sloan? How about that? Not just a back to the bucket player, Mackenzie Holmes. Man, that was a tough turnaround. It's hard to guard the turnaround jumper. I like to see it stay in the game. It's a lost art. The timing of it is imperative, and that was just spectacularly executed by Holmes.
Layla Felia puts her head down and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 on a consistent basis.
Well, that's what Mackenzie told us too. Every team is going to bring it from a different angle, and it's all about poise on the catch. So she's done a tremendous job of learning how to operate in that space.
Skip pass to Moore. McNeil can't get past the defense. Lands on the other side to Yarden Garzone. That's the kind of ball movement for Indiana.
Patience and composure by Indiana. And they just lull you to sleep. Skip pass, boom, triple.
Largest lead of the game, a block inside.
Hide her up. She's just taking over this game here on the road.
17.6 rebounds. Brown reaches for the rim and finishes.
On the way back down, she had something to say to herself, like, come on, let's go. Trying to fire herself up, and Stone had a wide open layup and passed it. I'm not sure why.
Because she knew that was going to happen.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Sydney Parrish knocking down the three.
We read the end of the book before I, got to the last chapter. Slow, but okay.
She's out here playing chess, Christy. She saw a couple moves ahead.
Yeah, I'm not mad at her. As long as that shot went down because she was wide open for that layup.
Maddie Nolan can't get what would have been the fourth three of the game from Michigan to fall. Not a team that depends a whole lot on threes. And an offensive foul. Maddie Nolan amped up. Leah Brown bringing the ball up the floor for the Wolverines.
Well, coaches just want to be heard. That's all. And understood.
Kaiser kicks it out, 10 on the shot clock for Felia. Tried to get Berger up in the air, and a traveling violation for the number 13 ranked team in the country.
I mean, 2 top 10 games. I think it was a proper call.
Still 3 personals on Holmes. Chloe Moore McNeil can't save it, and back to the Wolverines.
Well, with those 3 fouls on Mackenzie Holmes and flirting with that 4th right there, I think the nerves of Terry Moore went bad, and she said, no, hey, let's take her out for a little bit, because if she had picked up the 4th right there, changed the game.
Leah Brown, the turnaround.
To get some consecutive offensive production for themselves.
Big Ten today, weekdays at noon Eastern on Big Ten Network. Grace Berger slowing things down for Indiana, a team normally wanting to play at a high-tempo pace. Chloe Moore McNeil fouled by Nolan. Not only is Nolan maybe not
like positionless basketball is what it is
for the Hoosiers. Moore McNeil almost takes it away from Leah Brown.
She is hassling Leah Brown.
Been difficult to find open opportunities for the Wolverines. A late whistle there. Already Indiana, not even midway through the 3rd quarter.
A world of difference for Indiana, of the shot clock of Indiana.
They get it through. Moore McNeil turns down the 3. More high efficient shot right at the rim.
Rip and go by Chloe Moore McNeil. I mean, gained a world of confidence, and during that 8-game stretch, Terry Morin said that Chloe Moore McNeil was the MVP of the team. When Grace Berger was out for those 8 games with the injured right knee, she had to bump over and play the point guard.
Maddie Nolan is fouled underneath. Grace Berger does indeed. In free throw percentage, because they're now 15 of 16 as a team.
You can't give up free money. Can't give up free money. You got to stay disciplined on the defensive end and keep them off the stripe.
And our 2 All-Americans for the Hoosiers, Grace Berger and Mackenzie Holmes, both with 3 personals. They are on the floor. Here is Holmes going to work.
No double team coming for Mackenzie Holmes. I think she was expecting it on every catch, but it's not coming her way.
Extra incentive for Indiana to keep its foot on the gas pedal. Maintain this lead deep into this game. Sarah Scalia almost, and she actually does.
They want to push it, so she applauds that effort. Just have to execute it.
Midway point of the 3rd quarter, Michigan has not been able to climb its way back from an early double-digit deficit. Kaiser facing up, and the block by the freshman, Meister.
Reverse pivot there by Kaiser was so quick. Thought she freed herself up, but no dice.
Berger finds Moore McNeil. Too long there. Garzone has not been scoring much in this game. Points, 15 assists, 10 rebounds.
Hey, Kevin Durant, I know you're watching that. I know you saw Caitlin Clark. You're a big fan. But she is the only player, man or woman, besides Dwayne Wade to do that. I have those 8 triple-doubles. Oh, my goodness. She is just on fire. And that was on the road.
And a sold-out shot.
And the law firm is doing business, as my friend M.A. Vopel said on Twitter just a moment ago. Brisk business.
It is a 14-point game here in Ann Arbor. Another team looking for a big road win. Number 6 Indiana. Their only loss this year came to Michigan State. And Sarah Scalia continues a huge game. She's got 17. That's what Gopher fans remember of the Minnesota native. Fantastic game off the bench for Scalia.
Well, I think everybody out here remembers what she did in conference play with Minnesota, but now to see her clicking. It was that first shot that went down, I'm telling you, and it's been an avalanche of offense. It's not a mystery that the difference in this game is 17 points, right? I mean, she's been struggling on the offensive end. Imagine if she was still struggling and not getting shots down. This game would be a totally different game for Indiana.
First time in double figures since December 18th. Had only been shooting 10% from 3 in Big Ten play.
When you have that breakthrough, there's no going back. It's like caterpillar and butterfly. No going back. You got to fly. She's doing that.
Holmes faces up. Off back iron, and Kaiser taking the rebound. LaFelia forces it up, putting her head down. She's got 14 points.
LaFelia, only a sophomore, told Kim Barnes-Arico, I want to guard the toughest competition every game.
But it's fantastic to see from Scalia, too, who transferred from her home state because she wanted to be in a winning environment. She's now on the number 16 in the country. And Coach Moore praised her because even throughout this slump, which she's not a...
It's not just about your buckets. Can you get me a stop? How about a steal? How about a rebound? And there are other things that you can do that can change the course of a ball game.
Those free throws, by the way, put Mackenzie Holmes at Leah Brown checking back in.
There's their 5-out offense. Look at the screens. They are so, well, except for that pass.
Sorry. That is second in the country as a team shooting 50%.
Well, Michigan, they have to disrupt it. They've got to play tougher on the defensive end and keep Indiana off the boards.
Kaiser gets around the freshman, sticking with it for 2.
She was running out of time. I was counting. Like, boy, she was close to 3 seconds, but she maneuvered her way to smooch that one off the glass.
Kaiser has struggled 2 of 8 in this game against one of the best defenses, not just in the Big Ten, but in the country, in number 6 Indiana. Inside it is Parrish. The help defense comes, and she can't finish.
I saw Kaiser bought her ticket for that line. That white line defense that Michigan has shown several times tonight. They need to get back to that in a consecutive manner. She was right there, rotating through and building a wall on the lane line.
1 minute to go in the third quarter. Parrish, the step back. Not there that time.
It was wicked, though, if that had gone down. She had 3 feet to work with after that snatch back.
Good recovery by Indiana. Kaiser puts her head down, but travels.
Michigan's right there if they can get some stops, and here we go.
Maddie Nolan comes away with the steal, beats Moore McNeil, but she gets the ultimate stop. The block, Chloe Moore McNeil.
Turned those burners on and got down there for the block.
Incredible recovery and planning, slowing herself down so she could get right there.
So to go off 2 feet as a shooter in transition like that.
3 seconds left off the Brown turnover. Up ahead to Barchester.
As the only women's or men's Division I player with a triple-double versus an AP top 2 opponent since at least 1999 or 2000. I mean, she is just a phenom, first of all. Can we just say that? I mean, you know what she's gonna do, and you try to take it away, and you just can't. She's just so flat out tough. The law firm was busy on the road with Iowa. Taylor Mikesell couldn't get going offensively for Ohio State, but wow, just kudos and hats off to Caitlin Clark for her solid performance. Triple-double, you know how hard that is to get, especially when you're marked by the best defenders across the country? That's phenomenal.
Ohio State still the best start in program history as Sydney Parrish knocks down a three. They're 9 of 17 from long range today.
Well, just when you feel like Michigan is going to have a chance to build some momentum, Indiana knocks in a tough three like that or gets consecutive stops.
More McNeil, the trailer just rims out. That could have been the 10th three.
Leah Brown was late coming back. They had numbers the other way. Chloe Moore McNeil was left wide open down there.
Holmes can't get that to fall. Maybe something she'll talk about with the coaching staff as she has yet another 20-point game, but second in the nation in field goal percentage. Kaiser, but a huge win for the Hawkeyes.
How about that? 6 teams are in the top 25 for the Associated Press. And when you have 6 teams in the top 25 and 4 of those in the top 10, 4 Big Ten teams are in the top 10, Sloan, for the first time ever. I mean, the balance and competitive nature of this conference is unmatched.
Holmes on the bench right now with her 4th personal. Leah Brown launches a three.
Oh boy. And see, I said every time Michigan gets close, gains some momentum here at home, crowd goes crazy. Can you get stops? Gotta keep them off the offensive boards.
Rebounding has been strongly in Indiana's favor. Kaiser with the block, and they do get the stop.
Patience is a virtue. Leah Brown knows it.
Kaiser immediately goes to post up. That's the 3rd time she's been blocked, and Lily Meister has been a force in the paint.
She has. You just have to go around her. She's going to be vertical, and Kaiser got around her before and got a baby hook to go. You can't shoot over top of her.
6'3" freshman from Rochester, Minnesota, playing big minutes in a big matchup after only playing 5. The most recent game against Illinois. Holmes on the bench with 4 personals. Berger, so patient. Meister can't put it away. It will stay Hoosier basketball.
Hey, listen, Leah Brown can drop a dime, but look at this ringtone swish. Oh, I'm telling you, I need a ringtone that sounds just like that shot. Clean as a whistle.
Gerzone turns it over, picked off by Layla Felia. She doesn't have numbers. She's gonna go right at Meister and one.
Oh boy. Can you tell what the Wolverines are cooking right here? Layla Felia feels the momentum swinging in favor of Michigan and decides to get right into the body, getting downhill and connecting for a possible and one here at home for Michigan. They want to ride this tide, Sloan. 6 of 11 from the floor now for the sophomore.
A 6-0 run for the Wolverines brings them within 7 as the crowd starts to swell. Meister going to the free throw line to immediately silence that crowd. And that's going to be the 2nd on Felia.
That's exactly what Indiana has been doing well all game, and that's forcing themselves in the paint. And whether that be in transition or in the quarter court, they've been fantastic at shooting high, efficient shots inside.
If you're a fan of Big Ten women's basketball, we can direct you to our Instagram account at B1G WBB. Good place to check out all the highlights of that earlier game.
Oh, man.
Ohio State against Iowa, this one as well.
Yeah. ×3, there's triple highlights from Caitlin Clark's triple-double on that Instagram account.
Or McNeil.
Wait, keep showing it until Sloan comes up. So
Maybe you get some highlights on there too. You might hear my Chrissy's voice as well. But that's at B1GWBB on Instagram. The place to be.
yeah, the place to be, other than right here at the Chrysler Center for this game, because I'm telling you, there's a chunk of time left, and the way Michigan has been rolling along steadily, they're not going anywhere here at home. Indiana knows it. They have to stay disciplined to finish.
Indiana has been able to keep the Wolverines at bay. Some nifty handling by Berger.
The nail on the foul line to the time she took that contact and finished. I mean, she calculated that entire play, and that's why she's one of the best in the country.
And this is a Berger that is not quite even right back to 100% coming off that knee injury, and you still see she's lethal.
I didn't know she had that in her. She had some firecracker in her on the court and was talking and saying too small. There's a baby in the house pushing her hand on the floor. I was like, okay, Leah Brown, bringing that passion to the court. I love it.
I think of her as one of the most competitive players in college basketball, as Moore McNeil equals that fire in her attack to the rim.
Yeah, well, you can see if you keep your eyes on Leah Brown after she scores or after one of her teammates scores, she's doing a lot of talking to herself. I remember Kevin Garnett used to do that a lot, like, you know, just being fired up about what was happening on the court. She does a lot of that.
Even thinking of a moment at shoot-around where they are practicing inbound plays, and they allowed a basket against the male practice players, and she said, come on, looked visually upset.
Oh, yeah.
Not wanting.
Yeah, she's a toughie. Look at her. She's like, count that. Look at her face. Okay, well, okay. Leave that alone. But she's fired up. She's intense, and we love it. Go ahead, Leah Brown.
It's something
It's
that...
cable. It's cable TV, so you're all right. Yes.
Coach Barnes-Arico says it's one of her strengths that you never have to bring her up. She is always a 10 and above.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a Wolverines team trying to come back from what has long been a double-digit deficit for a good portion of this game.
They need to get some consecutive buckets right here, and they've been good in this fourth quarter, being in attack mode.
Kaiser, the pump fake drive, reversal, perfect.
Oh my.
Michigan within 9. They will not go away. So we're at the midway point of the fourth quarter. Indiana trying to hold the number 13 team in the country at bay for a huge road victory. Sarah Scalia, the floater, left short, and Michigan gets the stop. Indiana, one of its last 8 from the floor as the offense is slowed down. Layla Felia likes what she sees, draining the 3.
Difference maker.
Points now for Kaiser. They go into Berger against her in the post. My goodness. Grace Berger.
Oh my. Come on. Oh my. She's shaking her head, talking to herself on the way back down. I love it.
Kaiser, deep finish, not there. The freshman standing her ground in the paint throughout this game. Kaiser 3 of 11.
Let's fire and ice. You have Leah Brown with the fire that she has, but then you have Grace Berger, who was internally talking to herself after that last bucket, and maybe after this one too.
Spinning away from Kaiser, toying with the defense.
A workhorse. Grace Berger knows it's winning time, and she can be that difference maker for Indiana.
Those back-to-back buckets, extraordinary by the All-American, as Layla Felia is fouled.
Very similar in what they've been able to do in terms of their attack. But when you have the second chance point advantage, that Indiana has 12-5. And then you look at what the score is. I'm telling you, you circle things that tip the balance in your favor.
Opponents are scoring 60 points per game against Michigan this season. Indiana, one of the best shooting teams, most efficient teams in the country at 81. Holmes, not there that time. Good stand-up defense by Kaiser. And the Wolverines will continue to keep the pressure on. Kaiser turning down a three, and more McNeil, a nasty block.
Rotated right over at the proper time and got another clean block. And you would think that Indiana has scored more in the paint, but Michigan has the advantage there, 34-30. But it just feels like Indiana has been more intentional at their attempts to score in there.
They've got 8 blocks as a team. More McNeil with 2 seconds left off front iron, and there, of course, is Holmes. 14 offensive rebounds for the Hoosiers, compared to 4.
And a 14-5 advantage on second chance points. I'm telling you, that has been the backbreaker for Michigan all night.
Leah Brown sprints to the rim, quick 2. She's got 25 points. It's back to a 10-point game. Michigan has only led for a minute in this game. They last led when it was 4-2. It has otherwise been all Indiana, who has led by as many as 17 points.
Well, Indiana has their average of 18 assists. Michigan only has 6 assists. So the continuity on the offensive end has also been an issue for Michigan tonight.
More McNeil, that won't go. And with 1:30 to go, Leah Brown darts up the floor and draws the foul.
That is amazing, but just what Terry Morin has been able to do. I mean, she holds her players accountable on the defensive end and makes them face the challenges that are in front of them. And when Grace Berger went out, she said, hey, we're still out here. And they made the changes necessary, and here they are sitting at 18-1 right now. A phenomenal player to watch, 6 assists to go along with those 8 points.
6 points coming in this fourth quarter, stolen away by Maddie Nolan. Leah Brown goes all the way.
We're looking for some press here, trying to turn Indiana over once again, trying to get a bucket.
More McNeil handles it with aplomb, getting it over the half-court line.
They have to foul here.
Indiana trying to take care of the basketball. 7 seconds on the clock for Berger, who was quiet today but came up huge in the fourth.
That's just flat out tough. Grace Berger. Oh my. I mean, she just, I'm telling you, she has a change of speed and just takes you out.
Kaiser with the three-pointer. It's a 2-possession game right now.
Gotta get a stop. Gotta foul right away, and they get it.
Parrish, 1 of 6 in double figures. Misses her first free throw, or rather, she's now 0 for 3 today.
That sound that you hear is that door staying cracked open for Michigan. It's the best basketball in the country.
Layla Felia, quick trigger 3, just left short, long rebound to More McNeil.
She brings to the court.
Number 13 team in the country. Goes 1 for 2.
Plus point games, 2 plus 30-point games for her.
And then she's just tied her career high.
By her to come in and stir it up.
They get it into Scalia, who is a remarkable free throw shooter.
Plays for the Washington Mystics in D.C. There's an underbelly of
work practices at the gym and paying off as she coolly knocks down those 2 free throws. Leah Brown, that's the 4th on Chloe Moore McNeil. And Leah Brown, well, 11 of 15 from the floor, 8 of 10 from the free throw line.
They're going to continue to get hit. Like, it's hard, proud of them why she took the mask off in the first half.
Mackenzie Holmes, big free throws. They hang 90 plus on one of the best defensive teams in the Big Ten. And the Indiana Hoosiers will improve to uncharted territory. 18-1 for the first time in program history, and they are 8-1 in Big Ten play.